Okay, today we're visiting USA. Alright, I have this one here, which seems to be, I think, is the most interesting one out of this. But you go ahead and decide. You can always leave it in a comment as to which one you felt was more interesting. This one seems to have a good story and a lot of history behind it. You know, with the big ships and the small little paddle canoes and getting on the land and everything else. Jamestown in 1607. Founding of Jamestown. Alright. Let me take you to the rest of them that we have so you can decide which one you prefer. Okay, first we have this one here, which is a 10. Look at that, standing nice and proud. Alright. Okay, then we have this one here. Nevada, the settlement, 3-cent stamp. Okay, then we have a 2-cent stamp. Look at this one. Interesting, isn't it? James Cooper. Okay, and here we have 1859 to 1959. Silver Continental. $0.04. Sentinel of 1859 to 1959. You get the horse, they're putting down the rails for the railroad. That's 4 cents. Okay, and then we have this big 3-cent one. International Exposition. The Golden Gate. 3-cent stamp. It's 1959. Very nice. Okay, then we take you through a 1/2 cent. And of course the one I brought to you that I thought was interesting. Jamestown of 1607. Very pretty stamp. Okay, then we have this one here. United States of America, Philippine Islands. A 20-cent. Look at that. Isn't that an interesting? I mean, take a real close look at the hat. Get all these little rivets on it. Comes to a point on top. Can you imagine how heavy that is? Right on top of your head. On a hot day, that must be sweaty. Ain't that an interesting helmet? Okay, and then we have this one here. United States of America, Philippine Islands, 6. Look how lovely that is. Perfectly, well, almost perfectly centered. Mint condition. Very nice, lovely. And we have a 1-cent stamp. Postage. Okay, now these two are both, well, one's a 2-cent and the other one's a 3-cent. But look at the difference in the design and stuff. They're both green. Okay, and we're in the 4-cent stamp here. Communication for Peace. Oh, this one's 1862 to 1962. Civil War. Civil War Sentinel. Interesting stamp. Okay, then we have this one here, 3-cent stamp. Detroit, let me see, 1701 to 1951. There you go. Look at all the canoes. Okay, then we have a Civil War Sentinel, 1864 to 1964. The Wilderness, 5-cent stamp. Got a cannon there. Okay, and this one is the 300th anniversary of New York City, 3-cent stamp. Get to see the house, the windmill, the ships, the little boats, and in the back shadow of the background, all the buildings. Well, that's one to really stop and look. You can see different things as you're looking at it. It's always interesting to see behind the picture. Look at all you can see. That's the art of history in a postage stamp. Okay, let's go down here to a 3-cent, 1875 to 1950. Bankers Association, 3-cent stamp. Okay. Nation Unites. This is a United Nations stamp. Okay, and here we have a 13-cent stamp, the Wheelwrights of Independence. And this is 2 cents, National Parks, 2-cent stamps. Just different pieces of it. This is 2 of them together to make that picture. They have some more that completes the picture too. Okay, and then we have a 10-cent one. All right. So, well, maybe the most interesting. That one's the most interesting because it has a lot to look at and everything. But this one here might be of more interest factor to a lot of people. It's just a very unique helmet. Alright, be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll travel around the world looking at the art in vintage postage stamp. Alright, bye-bye now.